Hi, welcome back to the Amaretti Kitchen. This morning I am going to make some passion fruit flan using Amaretti's passion fruit compound. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is to heat the cream and the milk and the sugar, a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to scrape a vanilla bean into here. I think using a fresh vanilla bean makes a big difference because you can see the specks when it cooks and it's really nice and the flavor is very nice. So let's get this stirred. And I'm going to cut this vanilla bean, cut the end off. I'm just slicing the middle and then you can scrape it. So open it up, this precious little item. So take the back of the knife and you can just scrape the bean off like this. And then save this pod. And if you like vanilla, you can put this in your sugar and it will flavor your sugar so that you always have vanilla sugar, which is one of my favorite things to put in coffee. Don't want to waste any bit of that vanilla. All right, so let's turn this on. Here we go. So I'm just going to bring this to a simmer, and then I'll temper in the eggs. Give it a stir every once in a while. You don't want to walk away from it because you don't want it to burn. You don't really want it to boil. You just want it to simmer. All right, so this milk and cream combination has come to a simmer. I'm going to set it aside so that it will steep for 30 minutes. I really want to get that vanilla flavor in there. And while that's sitting, I'm going to make some caramel because we want to coat the inside of our ramekins with the caramel. Put your water in first and then gently pour the sugar in. Try not to get it all over the sides. Once it comes to a boil, I will wash down the sides of the pot because I don't want it to crystallize. You don't want the fire too high because you don't want it to boil up onto the sides and get too much sugar in there. So I will rinse the sides with just a little bit of water. Let it run down. Get any sugar off the edge that may have splattered when I poured it in. And we'll just rinse it. Okay, so now we wait for this to come to a boil. All right, so this sugar is getting very close. It's starting to get red. So once it gets to the right color, I'm going to pour it into the ramekins, swirl them around, and then that sugar will set very quickly. And then I can temper in the eggs to the milk and cream, and we'll pour it in here. We'll turn this off right now, and let's pour some sugar in here. Just want to coat the ramekins. It's best to dump this pan in some cold water so that it stops the sugar from cooking. As you can see, it's getting darker each pour I make because the sugar is still cooking, but that's okay. It's going to be lovely once it sets. And the color is just gorgeous. I love this. Beautiful color. All right, so that's going to set. We'll move this aside. And now I'm going to temper in some eggs into this cream. All right, so I'm tempering the cream and milk into the eggs. Now I'm going to add the passion fruit compound. This is such a great product. If you like passion fruit, you should definitely try this. It's wonderful. And passion fruit flan is a really nice dessert. Okay, then I'm going to strain it into the sauce gun because it makes it a lot easier to pour into these ramekins if you use a sauce gun. If you don't have one, you can use a ladle, pour it in. All right, so now I'm going to strain the flan into a sauce gun. You just want to strain this because you want it to be really smooth when it's cooking. You can use any kind of strainer that you have, it's fine. I like this chinois, but whatever you have at home will work just fine. This should be a fine sieve. And then I have some hot water sitting here as well because I want to put that flan in a water bath. And now comes the fun part. We get to pour this. And that sugar has set beautifully. So see, this makes it much easier to pour these into the ramekins so that there's not a lot of dripping. But you could use a ladle. You could ladle it in. And this is going to bake at 350 for about 20 minutes. Just keep looking at it, checking it. You want it to bake until it's set, but you don't want to overcook them, so you do have to keep checking them. I'm using a water bath because custard is delicate. You don't want to overcook it, so I think that's good enough. All right, so we'll pour some water in here. This is warm water. And I spilled a little bit of flan in there, but it's okay. So fill this water about halfway up. That's good. All right, we're just going to bake it at 350. All right, so our passion fruit flan has cooked beautifully. We've let it sit in the refrigerator to chill, and it's a little loose around the edges, so we're going to just plate this beautiful dessert. Yeah, nice. Look at how pretty the colors are. Isn't that great? I love this. And you could put some beautiful raspberries on here or blueberries. It's kind of nice to have some colorful decorations on there. I'm just going to cut these in half. I like to see the insides of this. I think they're beautiful. And maybe just a strawberry on the side. All right, so this is the passion fruit flan. I suggest you get some of this compound and try it. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel and our newsletter. We want to keep you updated on all of our discounts, our promos, and our giveaways. See you next time.